Jayson Tatum deserves more respect, and what we just saw happen to him with Team USA, I'm very disgusted. Team USA just played their first official game in the Olympics against Serbia, and even though Team USA won the first game, everybody is talking about how Jayson Tatum got 0 minutes. How in the world is the current NBA champion, probably arguably the best player in the world, the cover of NBA 2K25, a player that has been in the All-NBA first team for the past 3 years, not get a single minute in the opener? Out of all the accolades I just mentioned, the biggest one is simple. Jayson Tatum is the current NBA champion, and with Team USA being filled with NBA players, I would think that Jayson Tatum should actually receive more respect than what we've just seen. The head coach of Team USA is Steve Kerr, and right now fans are blaming Steve Kerr for this move. Immediately after the game, of course NBA reporters were gonna ask Steve Kerr, hey, why isn't the current NBA champion not playing in this game? Why didn't he get minutes? And it's even crazy to note that two players on the same championship team of the Boston Celtics got more minutes than Jayson Tatum. Jrue Holiday got minutes. Even Derek White got minutes. This Jayson Tatum disrespect needs to stop. When Steve Kerr was asked about why Tatum didn't play, this was his response.
Yeah, it's tough, but Jayson handled it really well. I talked to him today before the game that it may play out this way, just with Kevin coming back and the lineups that I wanted to get to. Every game's going to be different based on matchups. I felt like an idiot not playing him.
This season, everybody is talking about the face of the NBA being Anthony Edwards. Even Tyrese Halliburton has had some of those mentions. But why is no one talking about Jayson Tatum? This man is top 5 in the NBA. He's currently the NBA champion, and I'm saying this right now that he deserves more respect. Well, what's going on, guys? Before getting into further details, I just want to say hello. My name is Soom, also known as Easy Buckets. Welcome to the channel. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. We post 3 videos a week, and you do not want to miss any of them. Thank you, SeatGeek, for sponsoring our video in our channel. If you want to buy cheap tickets to go to a basketball game, a concert, or any kind of event, you have to buy your tickets on SeatGeek because, listen everybody, they give you cheap prices and even tell you the value of where you are sitting. What's special about SeatGeek is they partner with us to give us a discount promo code. So use my code EasyBuckets to get $20 off your first purchase. Go get your tickets on SeatGeek today. This season, Jayson Tatum averaged 26.9 points per game, 8.1 rebounds, 4.9 assists, 1.0 steals, 0.6 blocks, and played an efficient season, averaging 47% from the field goal, 38% from the three-point line, and 83% from the free throw line. Jayson Tatum also ended up being 6th in MVP voting, as mentioned earlier, was a part of the All-NBA first team, made the All-Star team, and also placed 9th for Clutch Player of the Year. Not only is JT known to being a great offensive player, he's also known to being a good two-way player. He's an all-around player. He can play offense, he can play defense, and that's just what surprises me about what Steve Kerr said about Tatum not playing. For those wondering out there, when the game was happening, people were thinking, is Tatum injured? Maybe he's sick. But immediately after the game, Tatum was asked if he was sick, and his response was simple: no, I'm good. Steve Kerr says this: the hardest part of this job is you're sitting at least a couple of guys who are world class, some of the very best players on earth. On one hand, it makes no sense at all. On the other, I'm asking these guys to just commit to winning one game and then move on to the next one. I have to do the same thing. And so I felt like last night those were the combinations that made the most sense. Steve Kerr was also extremely straightforward, saying that a big reason why Tatum also didn't play was because Kevin Durant became available for the opener. And of course, with the accolades and the name value of Kevin Durant playing a game, it just pushed Tatum to the bottom. But I didn't think it would push him to the bottom. Team USA is a 12-man roster, and it's clear that Tatum is definitely in the top 8 of the best players on that team. I would easily put Tatum over Jrue Holiday, Derek White, Bam Adebayo. I also would put Jayson Tatum over Anthony Edwards and Devin Booker, and I would certainly put him over Tyrese Halliburton. It's also important to note that Tyrese Halliburton himself also played 0 minutes this game as well. But as just shown, Tatum is a top 7 player on this squad, and he definitely deserved to play. For those deep NBA fans out there, you need to hear me out very carefully right now. I know that NBA basketball is a team effort. I know that sometimes you have to sit and bench players have to, fulfill their role as a bench player. But I'm saying that Jayson Tatum is not a bench player. He's probably a 6-man kind of player on Team USA. And you know what? There's arguments that he should even be starting. He's an NBA champion. NBA champions deserve to be respected. But what makes us love Tatum even more was his response to this, his maturity to this. Steve Kerr says it's tough, but Jayson handled it very well. I talked to him today before the game that it might play out this way, just when Kevin coming back and the lineups that I wanted to get to, but that'll change. Jayson's gonna play. Every game's gonna be different based on matchups. He's a total pro. He's first team All-NBA 3 years in a row. I felt like an idiot not playing him. But in a 40-minute game, you can't play more than 10. You really can't. For those that don't know, Team Olympic basketball is really different than NBA basketball. Well, for starters, Olympic basketball is a 40-minute game and the NBA is a 48-minute game. And something important to know too is in the Olympics, there's no 3 in the key rule, which only means one thing. Big men are preferred to be played in the Olympics. So Joel Embiid, Anthony Davis, Bam Adebayo, these 3 are going to get exceeded and abundant minutes because they could just literally hang out in the paint. And also, the NBA is very strict on goaltending, while the Olympics are kind of okay with goaltending. Once the ball touches the rim in Team USA basketball, goaltending will not be called after that. So that's why it makes sense that Bam might be getting more consistent minutes than Tatum, because Bam's big and Tatum has to play the 3 or 4 spot. But my argument is Tatum doesn't have to always play the 3 or 4 spot. He's so versatile, athletic, and I believe he can sometimes be pushed to the 2 spot. I would play Tatum sometimes even over Booker and Anthony Edwards. In the 5 exhibition games that Team USA played before the first official game against Serbia, Tatum actually had consistent minutes, averaging 16 minutes a game and 7 points a game. This video is just a public announcement for me saying I believe Tatum deserves more respect. This year in 2025, people are projecting Tatum and the Celtics are gonna repeat. And you know what, Tatum? That just might have to happen for you to get more respect. Win your 2nd NBA champion, because right now I don't like the way you've been treated. Good news is Steve Kerr says Jayson will play on Wednesday. I'm not going to answer your next question, which is if he plays. Who doesn't? But we're going to need him. The next game that Team USA plays is against South Sudan, and we all know in the exhibition game, Team USA only beat South Sudan by 1 point. So they're gonna need Tatum once again, because in that game, Tatum actually scored 9 points in the exhibition. I'm gonna conclude this video with how I started. NBA champions need to be respected. Tatum should not be treated like this, and even if it's 1 to 5 minutes a game, put Tatum in. He's an NBA champion. As Team USA just beat Nikola Jokic and Serbia, in my most recent video, I talked about how Nikola Jokic is going to be successful this upcoming season with Russell Westbrook. If you haven't checked that out, you need to do a deep dive with me why I believe the Russell Westbrook signing was a great one for Denver. But besides that, take it easy, God bless, and I'll see you all next time on Easy Buckets.